Hey everybody. Thank you to my wonderful subscriber, one of my wonderful subscribers. I realized that I had started a reading on a wrong channel. So we're going to go ahead and start over, and I'm going to start over with the energy and all that. And speaking of, I'm gonna make it so y'all can get some party. No. I had created a no baby zone. Seeing how well that's turned out, right? Yeah. You can dig through the purse, you can do all that jazz. So, got this. And I made my own blessing spray. For those of you who follow me know I love to use Florida water. Those of you who don't obviously don't know that. But I actually ran out, was waiting for some, and then I ran into this really cool but quite popular store that you wouldn't think would have certain oils and essentials and stuff like that. And I ended up making my own. So that was a pretty cool thing. That was a pretty cool thing to do. And I just love all the things that the Divine's been doing for me because they want my ass on the camera. I've just been really stubborn. Not because I want to be, but because, I mean, and everybody's going through this energy. That's the thing. Whether you're, it doesn't matter who you are. And, that's another thing that, like, in my premeditative session, that Spirit did bring up lightly. Not that I had to elaborate hugely on it, because it's also common sense, you guys. As much as I love you, it's common sense. When somebody's taking the time to genuinely give you their time and offer you advice from Spirit, don't be hateful. Don't be like, giving the reader crap because their reading's late, or, just petty stuff. You guys have to remember that we're human too. I mean, yes, we may have certain abilities, but, like, the ones who are real hardcore, real, like, we go through stuff too. And, everybody's different. So for me, it started with a death. Hi, I'm glad you're back. I found my way back. So did the Munchkin, obviously. Tried a couple of things that didn't last, but we'll see. We'll work with it. That's what us sipper moms got to do, right? So, anyways, it's this energy that we're in. Yes, I know. It's this energy that we're in because I see it with just everyday people. But it's important to remember, and I'm actually really looking forward to the full moon in Sagittarius on the 17th to kind of hopefully, hopefully switch up the energy a little bit. I know it's still going to be rough for a while. And you'll notice that too. You'll notice that some of the readers you watch, their energy is different. I'm not going to lie. For me, it took a good minute to be able to get back on camera. Whether it had to do with just stuff I had to get done from the death that I experienced to the aftermath of that to health issues to, you know, the list goes on like it does for everybody, right? So, yes.
The Wi-Fi password.
I will write it down for you. So, but not with that pen, I won't. So, you know, just take that into consideration, because it really hurts my heart when I see, you know, my fellow, you know, spiritual tribe out there doing their best to try to take their time to give y'all a message, and they're getting hate, you know, like, you know, I guess it'd be similar to, you know, like celebrities, like thinking celebrities don't have problems. Yeah, they do, you know, just because they have money. No. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. I open my, I think that's. And, you know, it's like I heard, you know, one of the other, hey, stop, please. Other moms say, you know, I'm a single mom, but I also do this for y'all. So if you don't like it, and can you read that? And can't take a second to let me help my kiddos, then you're on the wrong channel, you know, because they do come first. But yeah, I don't know what pen you got all over you, buddy, and what did you do? So anyways, you know, no, there's some readers that don't have children, and, you know, y'all can go check them out too. I'm not saying they're not bad, or I'm not saying they're bad. I'm trying to teach him, though, like I'm trying to teach him early. It's just the only way to teach him probably is to let him cry, and that'll be hard through a video. So I don't know, but what I do know is what Spirit's telling me my job is. So let's get down to it. Let's see, if I go over my, let me kind of relight and do some of this energy here, since we were on the wrong channel and all that. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, it doesn't matter who you are, the way that the planets are positioned. Like I said, this is a spiritual cleansing spray. It does a lot. I made it myself. I was pretty proud. I didn't plan on it, but I did. Kind of the same thing that happened with the webcam. I was trying so hard to get on camera, and I'm like, I don't understand, Spirit. Yes, I was doing individual readings, but I was like, I want my subscribers. You guys are giving me all these downloads and I can't get it to them. I mean, I can, but it's fuzzy, and I like to show the cards because sometimes there's stuff in the cards that resonate with people. I have pen all over my hands, and I don't know how the hell that happened. That resonate with people. So I like, and I'm sure you guys appreciate the clarity too. And I'm going to do a little spray for you too, because I know we're all having a hard time. So I buy a video camera, and I get all excited because it does load up to the computer. For some reason, YouTube doesn't pick it up. So then I buy a webcam, and the camera picks it up. YouTube doesn't pick it up. Says another app's being ran, even when I closed everything. So I got to the point where I completely restored my whole system. I was like, you know what? I've had this computer forever. It could probably use being restored anyways. All my stuff's backed up, so why not? Well, in the middle of that happening, the baby had grabbed the computer and it fell on the floor. And I was like, well, fuck. There goes that. I don't have a computer now. And YouTube won't let me go live on my cell phone because I have enough subscribers. So I guess I'm not meant to talk, Spirit. I'm at odds here. I don't know. So, okay, I've already gone over all that. All right. So, but what was interesting was I didn't realize, and this is why one of my favorite quotes is, you know, the divine will do for you what you cannot do for yourself. Obviously, I could not afford another computer. Obviously, I had already purchased multiple devices to record. I was, you know, and I went to turn on the camera and it looked clear as day. And I was like, whoa, was it restoring my computer that did that? Well, I looked really close, and where the camera is, when he knocked it, it knocked the plastic that apparently was scratched off. And so basically, it's like all that smudging and stuff was gone, and it's just like straight to the camera. And I was like, wow, if that ain't a fucking blessing, I don't know what is. I mean, yes, it's missing a plastic piece, but I don't give a fuck because my people can see and they can hear, and this is great, and thank you so much, and thank you, baby. But let's not drop the laptop again because it is very old. So that was awesome. So it was at that point that I knew they did want me on here. It just, you know, it just, I don't know. So, you know, in my meditative session, you know, really I didn't get much as far as the collective goes. Like I said, I got that they didn't want me to use a date because, you know, whenever someone is to come across this video is going to be the right time for them. That's what I got as far as this video is concerned. But I did get from them that it's all about focusing on the big picture and nothing else. Okay, whatever that may mean to you. Is what that means to you. We're in an energy right now where, like I had talked about before, I'm pretty sure I talked about this before I had to go on my little break. How I was saying that everyone's masks were going to start falling off. Okay, well, here we are. Everyone's masks have fallen off, but now we're in a situation where it's like, okay, now that everybody's masks are off, like, now what the fuck do I do? Because I didn't realize you were going to do me like that, and you were going to do me like that, and you were going to do me like that, and you were going to try to pull this over me. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with all that? Well, I'm going to tell y'all what the fuck you're supposed to do with all that. You're supposed to cut it. I don't care if it's family. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who it is. If somebody has done you dirty or is trying to do you dirty, trying being keyword here, people, trying, okay? Because people don't realize, people don't realize, oh, this would be the culprit to the ink all over the place. Okay. Who they're messing with when they're messing with them. And I'm sorry that I have to say this, But it's like I tell people, I fear spirit more than I fear any man. So shame on you. Shame on you when you want to be messy and ugly against somebody who is trying, who isn't perfect, because they're still fucking human, but is trying their very fucking best to do shit that you know nothing the fuck about. Nothing about. You wouldn't last 2 fucking seconds doing the job that I really do, that I don't never talk about. Unless it's in the 5D or somewhere else where it cannot be recorded. Okay? And that's why I say from now on, my videos probably will have the word trigger on them. And they probably will be deep. And I don't know, maybe some might get taken off YouTube because I'm tired of downsizing so people can understand, or make it light and fluffy so it doesn't offend anybody. No. Spirit gives me shit, I'm gonna fucking lay it out there the way it is, okay? And you don't like it, don't watch the channel. I mean, simple as that. I'm already ready for the hate mail. I don't care. Because I know that there's people out there that are so fucking alone and going through the same fucking shit. And they are the ones that's the reason I am sitting right here and I'm getting goosebumps right now, trying to pull myself together and put myself on camera, even though I'm going through fucking hell, even though I've already been there 1,000 times and back. I'm going through it again. They're the ones I'm here for. Because they matter. They matter too. It goes back to that little story about the grandpa and the grandson walking on the beach, and the grandson goes and throws a starfish back in the water because the beach is just filled with starfish. And his grandpa's like, what the fuck you do that for? And he's like, there's a bunch of them out there. One's not going to make a difference. And the grandson says, yeah, but to that one, it does make a difference. To that one, it does. So every time I got to walk through the depths of hell where angels fear to tread, that one soul that I can grab, yeah, it makes a difference to them. I can't grab them all, but I can grab one by one, right? I mean, Mom, that's real talk. Mom, what? Hold on, bud. I'm on camera, please. That's cool. Your brother likes that. So going on forward, that's how my videos are gonna be. They're gonna be about post-traumatic stress disorder, traumas. They're going to be about how we can use each other as a soul tribe. They're going to be how we can use the divine to walk hand in hand as an army, as a tribe, because I'm telling you, we all don't come from the same place. We don't. And that's not a bad thing, you guys. It's not. Consider it a blessing. Those of you who feel alone, let me tell you, the ones that suffer the most in silence, okay, are trying to figure out how Spirit wants me to put this. The bravest, the most chosen. Unfortunately, sometimes they miss that sliding door where that hand went to reach for them and it slipped, and you know, something horrible happens, like they take their life or something, because they just don't fucking get it. They don't understand why they suffer so bad and give so much, and their hearts are so beautiful. That's why I do not judge addicts. I do not judge. I don't judge. I'm very liberal. And I don't believe that because you were one way once, you're always going to be that way. Fuck that shit. That's bullshit. You can change anytime you feel in your heart you want to change for you, because you want to start loving you. Because when you start loving you and people see that, then you start giving them the permission to fucking love themselves. Because then they start thinking, damn, that bitch goes and does this, that, and the other, and she still fucking wakes up every day and fucking relives the cycle over and over, even though I know she's not, having the time of her life. But she still fucking does it. And she does it for a cause. And you know what that cause is? That cause is love. That cause is in those babies' eyes. Okay? We may not have chosen the cards that were dealt, but we choose how we play them. Okay? We choose whether we break cycles or not. Do we have our children continue to relive this fucked up traumatic cycle, or do we fucking break that shit for them? Blood, sweat, and tears. No matter what the fuck it takes. Last fucking breath. Open heart surgeries. Fucking high risk pregnancies, everyone against you, addictions, fucking narcissists acting like they've never been there, fucking just the world beating you down, beating you down, beating you down. Yeah, you fucking take that shit because you show that next generation, you show them that they are fucking worth it. I don't care that there was no father there. I don't care, and I'm sorry that you didn't have grandparents there, but you know what? You know who was there? I was there. And not only was I there for you, but I'd also been there myself. And baby, I ain't gonna let you fall. I ain't gonna let you fall. Because that's what moms and dads that really I'm sorry, y'all. It's just that's what they do. Thank you. And that's so true. I mean, honestly, you think about it, and yes, we're hearing the wisdom. I listen to other people, other spiritual advisors too. I mean, why not? I think it's silly to be in this line of work and not listen to other people. I mean, I don't know. I've just heard people say they don't listen to other people, and it's like, why not? It doesn't mean you have to take on their beliefs or anything. It's just maybe they have something to share that you haven't, come across yet. And what ends up happening is that maybe you gain something that it helps heal you, so you can be a better you for the next generation. And that's all a part of breaking the cycle. I know we haven't even gotten into the cards yet. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a long time, so I had to catch up. But basically, that's a lot of the stuff that I was seeing in the pre-meditation was focusing on the big pictures, even through the difficulties. I kept seeing, just celebrate life as is. You know how when you go to get a car and they sell it to you as is? No matter what defects it may have. Fucking who cares? Who cares that your life isn't fucking, you have this big time job and this nice ass car and this nice ass house, and fuck you motherfuckers. Shame on you who try to act like that's what defines you. And then you put that on your children, like they gotta live up to that? No. What they gotta live up to is being an honorable person, is being a person that holds compassion and unconditional love. And yeah, that is going to cause them some pain down the road, but it isn't going to be as hurtful as the pain that they're going to feel learning the alternative, that you gotta love is given through presence and not your actual presence. You know what I'm saying? I just had this talk with my son, you know, and I thank the divine that he gets it, because it's 50-50 here. It's a 50-50 battle here. Now my youngest son, that's gonna be a piece of cake, because, you know, I'm all he's got, you know, even though I will I'll tell him he can choose his own way, but I'm all about being truthful with your children. And if they aren't fucking scared, or they aren't hating you at some point, you're doing something fucking wrong. I'm sorry. I don't know why this is like dehydrating me. So a couple of cards that I had pulled real quick as I was there it is. And there's only a couple of decks that I have that I read the passages from, just because, for those of you who watched me, like I said before, I feel like after reading them that there's stuff in them that the way the author wrote it could resonate or hit you in a way that it may not if I were to explain it in my perspective. And so one of the energies surrounding us right now, we got 31, which is anointment, okay? And you see all those knives in her back. And I feel like that's how everybody's walking around right now, is with all these knives in their back, yet she's basking in, I don't know if you can see that. We should have some more clarity than we did before, but she's basking in, I want to say it's a sunset. It looks like a pink sky. She's just kind of like, here I am, fucking take me for what it is. Here's all the fucking shit I've been through, and I'm not gonna let that define me, but I sure as hell am gonna let that be part of my authenticity and be part of what helps me help others. So cycles. So cycles, well, shit. I mean, you'll get recycles if you don't change it, but so cycles aren't repeated. But let me just read it for y'all real quick. These ones aren't real long. And I only pulled 2 and then the bottom of the deck. So for this particular one, because I usually like to start off with the stuff that really needs to be addressed, and then and spirit tends to work in sync with that, with me, like that. So that's kind of how I do it. Stuff that needs to be addressed into kind of, you know, the basics of what's going on, and then wrapping it up with some advice. So we have 31. So, and I'm gonna hold up the picture while I read it, so y'all can look at it. I'll try to get it to where there's not a glare. So it's anointment, and 31 breaks down to a 4. So this is all about our foundations, okay? Foundations can be a lot of things, but to me, it highly significant. Oh my Lord, this Gemini energy signifies the home life, Anything that you're really, really striving to build something on. The foundations is the beginnings of it. So, it says a woman with long, wet hair stares at the haze of a rising sun. Her top is naked, but we can only see her back. Many swords pierce her body, but no blood is shed. She opens her arms, and droplet of water falls from her hands. Accepting pain is a way to survive the pain. Not all things burn, but some should. I feel that. Accepting the full burden of responsibility, the fair as well as the unfair, with no discount. That's deep. I mean, just that right there. Accepting the full burden of responsibility, the fair as well as the unfair, with no discount. It's like what I was just talking about. About we don't choose to be, left with a child, and we don't get to choose that they don't get to know the rest of their family. We don't get to choose that we have to do it all alone with a serious health condition. We don't get to choose certain things, but we get to choose what we make of it, how we cope, how we get through it, and how we keep on keeping on. And I want to say a way to where we're able to grieve and cope, but also the little ones looking up at us, be able to take that time. They say stop and smell the roses. I always think stop and get down at a child's eye level and just say something to them. Just talk to them. They're little people, they're our next generation. They need to be heard. I don't know why Spirit just put that upon me to say, for however that resonates with whoever it resonates with. So, going dark, okay, and this is what I was talking about, duality. I think it was in the first video, though, that I messed up on. When I was saying it's not about being good or bad, or sinning or not sinning. It's about duality. You accept your light as much as you accept your dark. It's not our darkness we're afraid of. We fucking know that shit like the back of our hand. We can hustle that shit like nobody's business. I mean, that's why they hire criminals to do work in loss prevention and shit like that, because nobody knows a criminal like a criminal, right? So it's like nobody knows the dark like somebody who's been there. So anointment is about paying the bills, unadulterated, unfiltered, not negotiated. It's about full and open acceptance of consequences and a little more. It's also about paying for the price of others. Okay, I think we all can feel that. Having to take a charge for someone, having to, having your credit fucked up from someone. God, the list goes on, doesn't it? So, letting go of all ifs and buts and taking it all in, whether it's ours to take in or another's to shoulder. If you have a piece of what puts you at fault, normally you would try to separate it and weigh it evenly with what makes the other at fault and with what you have made right. A little for a little, but it rarely doesn't move anything forward. Sometimes we need a clean slate, and it's done by going through it all, paying more than is due to create closure for yourself, for others, to take the dark in so that others can stay in the light, even if they don't deserve it, even if you don't deserve it. Okay? Wow. That is so the energy we're in right now, with Saturn being where it's at, and Saturn being about karma, okay, good and bad. And it's interesting. I just personally went through something like this, and it was like, okay, I see how it is. I see how you play. This is going to go to the grave, so fine. Since it's going to go to the grave and you're not going to admit it, I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice for you. I'm going to let you stand in your light. It ain't your truth, but I'll let you stand in your light that you've created, because we both know what the truth is. And a lot of trauma survivors, this is what they go through. The person who commits the trauma gets to stand in the spotlight, let the light shine on them, while the person who took all the pain and all the abuse is huddled up in some corner trying to numb that pain so they can face another day, so they can find that star that they know exists. Hermit mode, hermit energy, you know? He doesn't know how to get there. He doesn't know where, uh, he knows where it's at, but he kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's got to go within and all that stuff. So that's a deep one. I mean, that really touches on what I was talking about. And another thing that I'm getting as I'm looking at this, yeah, hi you peekabooger. What do you got in your mouth? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What'd you find? You go on an adventure? When I look at this, the other thing I see is how,
Of course, the holy hand grenade event here.
I see how it's interesting how they pointed that out. So all the knives are in her back, right? And I kind of feel like those are from other people. Throwing them, like kind of like trying to be like, oh, I'll knock her down. I'll knock her down. She ain't gonna succeed that many times. I'll get her this time. I'll get her this time. And they, or him or her. And they just keep throwing, and she's just basking in the sun, like, come on, give me another one. Throw another one. Throw another one. Because guess what? I know who I answer to. I know that I stand in this sun, in my truth. And that's why when you look at my hand, you know, if y'all pay attention to the clarity of the water, it's not ugly and murky and toxic. Where is it at? Or anything like that. It's pure, clean water. So it's like, that says something. It's like, she's like, I ain't gonna fucking bleed for you. You don't deserve that. But I'll stand here and I'll bask in my glory. I'll bask in my truth while you keep throwing the daggers at me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because I won't bleed for you. And guess what? I do have the power to control that, because there's more of me, motherfucker, than you'll ever know. More than you've ever seen and more than you'll ever know. And it's probably better that way, because you probably wouldn't be able to sleep at night if you knew how much power I really fucking had. Because of the fact that I know my fucking truth. To know your truth and to love yourself through that truth, even if you have a bad day. We all have bad days where it's like, you know, you don't feel like you want to love yourself, okay? But at the end of the day, you know you love yourself. So to be able to stand in your truth and love yourself is a big fucking deal. It means you've been through a fucking lot, okay? So that's big for the collective. That is big, y'all. And that's also awesome, because we are in for a huge as we were before, but even bigger this time. You know, it's like Spirit's giving us like little baby steps, but they don't feel so baby, do they? But we are careful, honey. Don't pull on him too much. You be careful. We're still in for a lot of changes, and those changes this time are having to do with, that's what the fuck you look like under your mask? Shit. Like I need some fucking sunglasses or some shit. Cause your ass was shining way too bright for what the fuck you really are. You know what I'm saying? Let me just take a look at the chat real quick. Yeah. I mean, we're all always still learning and have changes to make. I mean, the second you think you've stopped learning, you should be fucking scared. You know? We don't stop learning. I mean, even my grandfather that just passed away, he said the same thing. I still don't know it all, you know? Rest his soul. Oh, and then we had one other card for the energy, which, let me see real quick. I'm going to look at it real quick and see if it's something that Spirit, hold on, wants me to talk about, or if we want to move along here. Yeah, they do. Okay. Because it does kind of coincide with this. Okay. Whether you're male or female. Okay. It doesn't make a difference. This applies. This is for a group of my collectives watching. Okay. So this one says bride in a cage, right? I'm trying to get that glare off for y'all. This is why I love the cards that are matte, because they don't do that. But so a bride in the cage. I have all my lights on yet. 21 breaks down to a 3. Okay. So, and whenever I see 3, it always reminds me of like a little, like reminder or like presence that the divines hear, they hear you, they got your back type of thing. But for the bride in the cage, it says tomorrow will be the right moment. Tomorrow will be better, even if today is hell. And I was just saying that, like even when you have your shitty days, and I'm not gonna lie, the days you feel like I want to fucking go home, I don't want to be here anymore, I'm fucking done. Like, show me where I signed, show me where I can sign off, deuces. Because all this is a bunch of fucking Neanderthals just fucking running around everywhere. Like, I don't belong here. I'm not trying to say I'm better, but I don't belong here. And the ones that I do try to help, like, whatever, you know, like, they don't give a fuck. They pretend they do, but they don't give a fuck. So anyways, did we die waiting for the perfect day? Or were we never alive in the first place? That's a good question. Especially for this card. You know, I remember I couldn't wait to have a family, to start a family, to be a bride. I was so in love with my little family. Like that was everything. That was my completion. And, you know, situations happened that were beyond me. Really, the divine stepped in. As much as I hate to admit that, because that's a tough subject for me. But every time I see this card, I think of that, because we want so much to have life be or go or look a certain way that we forget what matters most, which is just love, loving yourself. And then once you have loving yourself down, loving those around you, even if it's just your kids and your dog, you know, or even if it's just your dog or your cat, just love in yourself, you know. But what puts us in a cage is all the expectations that people want to put on that want to put on those things, like getting married and shit that's just fucking material. Do you think that because we said, or she said, or he said through where was I going with that? On some other level, through sickness and health, do you think they stood by that? Fuck no. Rich or poor? Fuck no. But they sure said it in front of God and the preacher, right? And not only that, but you sure stood there and you accepted those words, knowing, looking in their eyes, knowing that they didn't fucking mean a damn word they were saying. Because if you really fucking knew that they meant what they were fucking saying, you wouldn't be where you are, right? For some of y'all, this isn't going to resonate with y'all, but I feel like I'm talking to someone in particular. So when we put the good of our life just in our expectations, we can dismiss the present, waiting for the dawn we know will arrive. The future becomes a shopping cart. It needs a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a few kilograms. I'm sorry, I wanted to laugh at that. A few kilograms of that and a couple boxes of this. Reason why I want it, and here's why I wanted to laugh at kilograms, is because I know for a lot of us, what's destroyed our family or our marriage is drugs. I mean, you hear kilos and you think of drugs. I'm sorry, I do. I mean, I don't have to lie for anyone. And this whole idea, I really think this bride, it slowly killed her. Watching and realizing that shit meant nothing. That shit meant nothing. But that's also okay, because that was part of the journey, right? So, when we look at it like commercials, when the future comes, it's not exactly perfect. The smile is forced. The day is too hot or too cold. The kiss is dry. The lion limps softly and doesn't roar. As long as something is not here but is pushed further along the timeline, we have the luxury to take it off reality and treat it as a fantasy. We push forward and we push forward until we actually catch up with our dream, and then we crush. The future should not feel like a cage, not even a gilded, wonderful, handmade designer cage. The future is a tree, gnarled, rough to the touch, full of flowers, only in spring, dense and damp through the rain, absolutely imperfect. That is fucking beautiful. I love that. It is so true. Like, anything worth having, anything worth doing. It's like I always tell people, why are you trying to rush it? Easy come, easy go. Why are you trying to fix something that's not broken? Why? Why? You know, and so I have to sit and no. No. We're not gonna play with those. We're not gonna play with those. Thank you, though, Daddy. So, anyways, let's move along here. But yeah, so what I'm picking up for the collective is basically, what I was getting in that premeditative session. Here, you want all the rocks? You can have all the rocks. Is focusing on the big picture. Rocks, not the cards. Rocks. Okay, got it? Rocks. You play with rocks or stones. Okay? That should be good for now. And don't touch the fire. Here, maybe I'll move these. Sorry, y'all can't. Oh, no, you still can't see them when I move them. Okay. They can see them when I move them, so we're good, Daddy. Okay. Gotta have Michael. He's my ride or die. So, yeah, it's like, and it amazes me. Careful, Daddy. It amazes me that after all these months go by, that Spirit's still trying to get across to people, like, what does it take for you guys to get that all you need to be is your authentic self? But no, you're not. You guys are too focused on the 3D shit. And then you wonder why you're having issues when you could be anointed, when you can be healed, when you could be like this one over here with the swords being thrown at her back. It's just like, I don't give a fuck, and is basking in the sun with water dripping from her hands, not blood. You don't see no blood, baby. Not from me, not from her. It's gonna be straight clean water. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give your sorry ass a cup of water when you're thirsty. Daddy. No. No. So, the Horse King, assistance and control. Okay? Before I speak on that, hold on. No, you're going back over here. Oh, back to baby zone. Back to baby zone, because you're. Woo! That was fun. Yay. No, Daddy. Let me pull one more. There we go. Like wanting to control everything. You guys, we gotta drop the wanting to control, especially in this energy. We want to control. We want to control what people think of us. We want to control, how the next day is gonna go. We want to control. What don't we want to control? I mean, really. So, no, don't touch that. No. We're wasting so much time thinking about what we want to control that we're not taking a minute to realize what the fuck's right in front of our face. Why don't we try to control that for a second? And then we might just not have to worry about what to control, because when we're controlling what's in the moment, the rest just seems to fall together, right? And I feel like, hold on, let me get, I need to move you, sorry guys, hold on a second. I need to move you over. Well, here, you know what, you want to sit in my lap while I, honey. Here, let's get this over. Baby, it's just a game, sweetheart. Yeah, I think you should go in there and make your brother feel better, but okay. Why don't you have this right here? Why don't you have Baba? Oops, have Baba. Here, have Baba. Good boy. And look, here's a blankie. Good boy. For my blankie. Where is... Oh, Lord, everything's everywhere. Everything is everywhere. Everything is everywhere. Yeehaw. Sorry, y'all. Hold on a second. Oh, pen is everywhere. That's fun.
Stop! All you do is not.
No, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No. That's one place you're not going. I'm sorry. No, sir. And if you go over there again, then I am putting you over there. Okay, I gave you your baba. Look. No, you're not playing with the cards. Please. Daddy, come on. Listen to mommy. Please. Okay, so. All right, let me get another. As I look at this. Oh my gosh. What was that, 3? Am I taking these? Hey! Alright, that's it. No. Go back to Toyland. Toyland, go get your toys. Get your toys, Papa, look. Get your toys. Yes, yes, yes. Get your toys. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Well, here, let's go over these first. Sorry. It just applies to what we were just talking about. So, and I guess I am taking all of these. So, okay. So, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting, is that with this horse king right here, with this assistance and control, I was getting that for some of you, you know, and there's no judgment here, okay? There's absolutely no judgment. Remember that. Just because you see something behind social media or whatever doesn't mean 24/7 it's like that, okay? So don't ever feel like, I don't know why Spirit is wanting me to stress this so much, but they just are. They're wanting me to stress, especially with people that are trying to be authentic. Whether they're perfect or not as a person, they're still trying to be authentic in their word and their truth and what they're saying. Stress that just because somebody's presenting themselves a certain way doesn't mean they don't have their own struggles and battles too, right? Okay. So that being said, with this horse king and assistance and control, I feel like I'm picking up this energy that this horse is getting a little bit too wild for him. And he's not as like happy as he was before. Like maybe at first it was fun, and then it was fun with problems, and now he's just having problems because it's wanting to go buck wild, and he doesn't know how to tame the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for some people, you may need to reach out to somebody, whether it's professional or just a friend. Be careful, buddy. To somebody, instead of trying to act like you fucking can solve all your damn problems yourself and no one needs to know. Okay, you need to let that ego part of yourself die. I'm going to tell you right here, right now, or you're just going to keep in this vicious cycle and no one's going to fucking feel sorry for you anymore. I'm just telling you straight up how it is. So, because what we're also getting with that is we're getting 4, 5, 6, okay. The prison wave, self-sabotage, poverty consciousness, okay? So people getting stuck in this, like, I don't know, I bit off more than I can chew. I don't know why, but now I'm stuck in this place and I have nothing and I'm no one and I'm worthless. Okay, you got to be careful about the negative self-talk too, because I feel a lot of that energy going on lately too. A part of that has to do with the positioning of Rahu right now, okay, and his effect on our negative self-talk. But we're also getting discipline, armor, and boundaries with the Metal King, okay? This is so important, you guys. Out of all these cards, if I could say anything right now, it is so important because with the Hawk Prince coming out with this card, this is telling us that Spirit's trying to communicate, okay? And it's number 11. So whenever I see number 11, I know, oh shit, like that's some real shit that Spirit's trying to, lay out right now. So Spirit's asking you to pay attention, and they're trying to communicate with you on having this discipline and armor and boundaries. And why? Why are they trying to stress this? So you don't stay stuck in this, because this is an illusion. This is not real. This is either people, places, things, or yourself talking you into this poverty-stricken conscious self-sabotage type thing. I'm hearing cutting or eating disorders, whoever that may resonate with. Just real, like, people feeling like they don't have enough support, enough assistance, and they're losing control. They can't tame this horse, which really, this white horse is a beautiful horse. Honey, stop it, please. Stop it, please. Look, here. Is your baba? Here. Here's your baba. Want your baba? Hold on 1 second. Why do you have that in your mouth? Why do you have that in your mouth? Here, lay down right here. Look. Lay down right here. Here, baba. Here, baba. Okay, good Papa. Okay, you're my good boy. I love you. So, I feel like this white horse, though, resembles your freedom. Your freedom. But you're so caught up in illusions and the way things were supposed to be that it's like it wants to go, but it's like, stuck. That's okay if it buffered for a second. Hopefully it was when I was getting the baby adjusted to eat. I'm hoping. But so these are very strong cards. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we also. Oh wow. Oh well, that we have a 10 and an 11. And then 6 and a 4. So and then so let's pull some tarot for the time being. See, bottom of the deck, Gaia's garden, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. I think as soon as those of you that are struggling can accept this kind of tower moment energy and just reap what you sow, then all the new things that you've been working on are going to come to fruition, and your abundance is going to come in, so on and so forth. 18 breaking down to a 9. So you'll finally be at that ending of that chapter, kind of wrapping up your karma and getting to really be at that place that you want to be at. What's more peaceful than a garden, Well, I'm sure there's a couple things, but it's a pretty peaceful thing. So, moving along, I'm going to use the let's use the Deviant Moon deck. Yeah. Okay. Spirit, I just want to thank you again for being with us in this moment. I know we got a lot of energy going on right now, and I'm just working as a vessel. You as my creator, my teacher, and me to relay the messages to those that need to hear them the most. As above, so below. As within, so without. Blessed be, harm to none. And so it is. Make it clear, Spirit. What is the message you have for the collective regarding oracles we've had, as well as any other messages you would like to share? Come on, baby. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Are you want me to give you your own clothes? Here. Hold on, you. Take them, baby. Take them. Sit down. And sit down. There you go. And you take them. There you go. Look through them. Look through them. See what you think. Please don't ruin them. Even though I hardly use those ones, but okay, so for my collective, and like I said, we're not doing a date. I don't know why. It's just what spirit wanted. Whatever spirit wants, spirit gets. And it'll amaze you how much spirit wants to talk. Wants you. Okay. Let's just see if there's any. Oh, two more. Okay. Oh God, now I got the song stuck in my head. Okay. Oh my God, this energy we're in is just so rough, y'all. So rough. I mean, literally to the point that the divine's even getting like fuck with it, you know? Like, I saw this one quote that said, it was like a guardian angel. She had her head down on a statue. And she said, this bitch is gonna make me lose my job and end up back in hell. It's like, oh shit. So we have the Two of Swords with Temperance in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles with this group right here. Damn, wow, okay. So I feel like definitely got some negative people around you for sure. And yes, the struggle is real. You can say that again in 20 million different languages, okay? I feel like I'm just going to be honest, and I don't know if this is like a specific message just for hey, you know, sometimes that's the best thing you can do is keep to yourself, you know? I don't think you should keep things bottled up, but to the right people, you know, to the right people. As far as I think you should talk about it, but to the right people. I'm a huge advocate on don't bring work home and don't bring home to work for sure. And this scenario actually right here might have to do with work. Because what I'm seeing is with the Two of Swords, really, to me, what I'm picking up with this is more of an inner conflict, okay? I feel like this is an inner conflict that you're having with yourself. Again, on, yep, there you go, on duality, okay? I feel like this has the energy of We need to quit being so hard on ourselves on what we are told is wrong and right. And I feel like that's why you see the two men, but they're one, and it's black and it's white. It's like the yin and the yang. You have to honor your dark side and your light side. And if people don't understand that, then fuck them. Fuck them. You know? You'll find someone that does, or you will find people that do. And if you don't, you'll sure find a dog that does. I can promise you that. And a good glass of wine. And Netflix, like you said. So I feel like I've got some people that are struggling with some mental conflicts within themselves, within, you know, a choice they have to make, and instead of using their higher guidance and their intuition, it feels like they're using like society's, it, as if society even fucking has morals to begin with. I mean, let's be honest. But it feels like that's the energy I'm getting off of this. And then, following that, we have temperance in reverse, okay? Usually this is like the fix-it angel, but it's almost like I said, this is where I picked up that energy where even the divine's kind of like, fuck, like I don't know how to help you balance this. I don't know how to help you fix this, because you keep teeter-tottering back and forth to the other. We're showing you one thing, you do this, which is normal, but then it's like so much of it that it goes back to that white horse, that control, and not being able to tame it. The divine can only do so much when we have free will, and but that doesn't mean they're going to give up on you, so don't think that. Just keep on keeping on. Keep on asking for the assistance and the help. I do feel with this Queen of Pentacles, though, that there is a person or persons or situation that is struggling from you not making I'm so sorry that you're losing connection. I'll have to go back and watch. I hope that it's not, I mean, it's been fine on my end, but I hope that it's not affecting it too much. So, and right after that, so we have this Queen of Pentacles, and then right after, well, let's see, it looks more like, is this the right way? Yeah. So see how you have the Queen of Pentacles, and then you have the Star in reverse, okay? And she's got all these kids, and she's only got one pentacle. Okay, she may be a queen, she may be the mother of your children. Now remember, energy's fluid, so this doesn't have to be you. This could be someone you're dealing with, and we all hold masculine and feminine energy. So that being said, doesn't necessarily have to be a female either. I'm just reading, what I'm getting. So I feel like somebody is not upholding their responsibilities that they took on. Kind of going back to that bride in a cage. Like somebody made a promise to be, be the husband, be the wife, be the provider, be the nurturer, whatever the situation may be, and they aren't holding up their end of the deal. I mean, look at the Queen of Wands is caught in between the Temperance in reverse and the Star in, I'm trying to hold the Star in reverse. So not only are things not balanced divinely, okay, because it's not like we're getting a minor arcana here. This is major arcana. Yeah, I will hold you, and that's what I will do. You're not gonna play with the phone. But I'm saying hi to the people. But she's also in between this star that's in reverse, which the star is our hopes. I'll show you in the upright position. Our hopes, our dreams, you know, and usually when it's upright, it means they're coming, but it's coming in reverse right now. So people really need to, like I said, you know, and then following that, we have the devil, okay? So, like, he's coming at this whole scenario like this. Let me just hold it like this. Let me see how I can hold it. Oh, and there goes all my cards. No, sir. No, sir. That's enough. That's enough. I gave you cards. You sit over there. That's enough. You can't do that. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've cleaned up. I have not thousands, but tons of decks. And he just loves them, which is great. But it's your end. What do you mean by that? Like the situation's on your end? What? What? You can't have that. Here, you want to hold the crystal? You want to hold the amethyst? Not eat it, silly. Hold it. You want to hold it? Look at it. It's pretty. Look at it. Look at it. It's pretty, Daddy. Look at it. So you have the devil coming at. Oh gosh, now how'd I have this? Let's see, it was like this. Well, but he was over here. Trying to figure out how to make it show like on the camera how it's showing towards me. But basically, because see if I do this, then he's on the other end. Well, no, it still makes sense that way. Okay. See, the devil is coming towards all that. So that is telling me, again, when I was talking about the assistance and the self-sabotage consciousness, the assistance and control, I really think somebody's letting vices like, come on, baby, come on. Where's your bottle? Hold on, you guys. I wish this live had pause, but it's like I have to take what I can get. Here, come here. Let's get you over here. Let me get you over here. Come here. Come here. I love you. I'm sorry. Mommy's trying to work. But you know Mommy barely ever gets to do her work, okay? I've barely been able to do my work lately. I've been giving all my time to you. It's in heaven, brother. Let Mama get some of her work, okay? It'll be okay. There you go. Good boy. That's a good boy. Hold on, y'all. Thank you for putting all your positive energy into these cards for Mommy. That's so nice of you. Very, very sweet. My mother gave me the moon. Now, Mama, read you that story later. Okay. Get these now, because I don't want nothing to happen to them. Not like I said, I barely use this deck. That's okay. It's still important. Still a part of the tribe over here. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Ooh, okay, these are the cards I gave him. I'll have to organize those. So I feel like you know, and it only makes sense that the energy that we're in right now, that that people would kind of be overindulging in things, wanting to numb themselves, because when you think about it, like I said, it's the aftermath of the masks falling off. Okay, the masks falling off is one thing, but then it's like, what you do, the fuck do you do once the masks come off? Because then you're seeing all kinds of shit that you didn't expect to see, and it pulls the rug out from under you, you know? And so maybe you indulge in things you don't normally do, or what have you. Behaviors come out that you're not used to exhibiting, I guess, to certain people, for lack of better words. And so, anyways, it only makes sense, and it's normal. So don't, like I said, I think the main thing, the bottom line to all this is, like Spirit said, look at the big picture, okay? Accept it. You know, what am I ignoring that needs my attention? And what am I overindulging in that I could probably cut back a little bit? I'm not saying you have to get rid of all of it, but I could cut back and tame a little bit, okay? Whether that assistance is professional or it's just your own self-assistance, okay? And what can help bring that temperance back into the right side up, okay? That's your fix-it angel. That's your angel that, you know, is there to have your back, to be on your side. You don't want that upside down. So don't be hard on yourself, but just make little notes. And like I think I've said it before in some of my videos, where I say, even if you have to take something off the shelf for a minute one day and put it back, and then maybe the next day take it off for 3 minutes and put it back, and the next day take it off for 5 and put it back, you'll notice it gets easier and easier and easier, and before you know it, the issue's gone and you're reaping the benefits, you know? That's a great thing to do. I agree with you. Working out is, man, I wish I could, you know. I used to do that before my open heart surgery, you know, especially because you get to, you know, put your headphones in and you can tune out the world. Hey, there is nothing wrong with tuning out the world. I don't care what the fuck anybody says, whether they got PhD at the end of their name or not. That is healthy. That is you time. That is time we need to go within ourselves and to make sure that we're taking inventory of, you know, where we're struggling or suffering, and maybe we don't need to be, you know? So I'm going to pull a quick couple cards from the Spirit deck just to get us some advice. So Spirit, do you have any advice for the collective regarding this spread? Spirit, do you have any advice for the collective regarding this spread? I know the energy is intense, but we will get through it as long as we all stick together. We're not too hard on ourselves. We know that we're human, but that we also, it's like I say, it's like I teach my children. You're not responsible for falling down, but you are for getting back up. I'm not mad at you for falling down. I'm not mad at you for making a mistake, but I expect you to learn from that mistake and get back up. Love it. 50, breaking down to a 5, okay? And this is what I'm talking about. Big changes coming, okay? 5 is for change. But we have the Rhino spirit, which says overcome any obstacle, right? Overcome any obstacle. Beautiful. I love it. That's been coming out a lot, actually. So clearly. Oh, and then we got 2 more. Perfect. And then I'll do the bottom of the deck. Why not? And so then we have Skunk Spirit, which is 9. Coming to your end of your trials, tribulations. Skunk Spirit, know your worth, okay? Know your worth. Like I was saying, the negative self-talk. I can feel that a lot. I feel a lot of people doing it. Even to the point where I have to get out of society or the community or whatever because I can feel it too much and it's just whatever. So know your worth, okay? And then we got another 5, a double 5, okay? Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured, okay? So the ending to whatever the struggle y'all may be going through is coming, okay? And a rebirth is assured. And at the bottom of the deck, so let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Breaking down to a 4, back to our foundations, okay? Is Stag Spirit. Take the lead, all right? Don't be afraid. Sorry that's so bright. I don't know why that's looking so bright. Take the lead. Freaking, you got 2 animals here that have a horn. So if I can take life by the horns and you go get them, baby. Go kick ass and take names, all right? So I hope this helps. I'm probably going to do a try to get onto my love readings for my signs, as this is for the collective. So being that we are in, I'm like, I am a Gemini and I should know this, but I'm like, I can't remember if we're still in Gemini or not. That's sad. I've had so much going on. I don't even know what's up and what's down anymore, honestly. So anyways, I love y'all very, very much. I hope that helped for the collective. I know mine tend to always run long. It never misses a beat, an hour and a half. But you know what? It's okay. I enjoy it. I do. So, and I am thankful for those of you that stick with me through it all. You guys make it all worth it. So, and you can bet I'm going to read every one of those comments. It's just hard when I'm trying to do the cards and stuff too to actually read them all. But you can bet I read them. So, and you're welcome to tune in to the next video I do if you feel like it. I think I'm probably going to do Gemini. And then go down from there. Let me see. Yeah. Since we're around that, Gemini and then Taurus. You know, I always like to try to stay around the birthdays at first. Since I'm back, we'll see how many I can get through. Try not to keep them this long. But the collective ones are always, you know, those are important. And the baby's asleep now, so of course. Anyways, much love, and I hope that this helped. And I will see you in the next video. Namaste. And remember, this is only temporary. We're going to get through this energy, you guys. We just got to keep on keeping on, like I said. And it's been rough on me too, for sure. So don't ever feel like you're alone. You can always reach out to me. Ain't nothing I haven't seen or been through, for real. So, yeah. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon, night, whenever you see this. And I love you all so very much. If this helped, you know, hit the subscribe button or whatever so you can see when I post the next videos, because I am going to try to be more active on this channel now that I was able to get over that hurdle a little bit. I try to be careful saying that though, because you know how life is. It never a dull moment, right? So bye y'all.